Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Digital Sports Update. If today is your first time of coming across this YouTube channel, help this channel grow by smashing the like button and subscribe. Okay, there is developing news emanating the sale of Manchester United happening this Friday. Manchester United sale happening this Friday. United sell by Friday. Okay, the bidders for Manchester United are hopeful there will be an announcement, I think, regarding a preferred bidder, by the close of the domestic season and potentially as earlier of the domestic season and potentially as earlier as finding this week, although that is already much after than expected and brings some more clarity sources with knowledge of the situation and describing it as another milestone of constant milestones in a process that could yet go on months. I think there has been cautious optimism within the Negroes bid due to the nature of the deal that they put together, which still I think the club and Manchester United, the club has priced at a higher value than Qatar's. I think the Sheikh Jassim fronted bid did come in with a twist fourth offer after the supposed deadline for final bid had passed, and it was like it has significantly improved on the third offer. It did not blow Sir Jim Ratledge out of the water, to use the phrase so commonly uttered in this process. It has also been some resources as an acknowledgement that the third offer was surprisingly low. I think there is a report of that did lead to a situation where there was some frustration with the quarter bid and damaged relations. I think due to words one figure described as an attempt to brief their way to a better bid than the figure described as an attempt to brief their way to a better bid than they actually put in last week offer. However, I think it is at least considered to be competitive against Ratledge. Issues like tension or damage relation are not seen as particularly influential, though as this has come down to the hard numbers, that is nevertheless still dependent on the perspective of the numbers. Both the bidders have been arguing about how there is, I think, Manchester United, I think the horse race of the sale of Manchester United. I think they have two horse race in the race. I think that it might be the favorite. I think Altani, and which is the quarter group, and Sir Jim Ratledge. I think the first round of bid have come in, the second round of bid, the third round of bid, and the fourth round of bid. I think before at the initial stage there was a development that Sir Jim Ratledge, according to rumors and speculation that emerged, it looks like Sir Jim Ratledge is going to be the favorite of being the preferred bid winner of taking over Manchester United. But I think the Glazers never came out and never make any official statement on that, on Sir Jim Ratledge being the preferred choice and bidder of Manchester United. But I think it's, in my own humble opinion, I think the Glazers, they are using the kind of delay tactic system, playing of mind game for them to be able to get more money and more improved offer. I think a report suggested that the Glazers might be looking for a £6 billion, but Sergeant Ratledge, who have bidded a £2 billion with an agreement or a deal that he reached with the Glazers family, for the Glazers family, for them to be able to have some shares or stakeholder of the club. But the Altani, who is the quarter group, he has pledged and he wanted to buy up the club and also promised to clear every outstanding bid, every outstanding debt being owed by Manchester United. I think Manchester United has an outstanding bill of £1 billion to get off of the books. But with if the Glazers still remain in charge, I think the debt will keep on increasing and increasing the more. So, but according to reports, I think the Glazers, who knows whether they have changed their mind or finally choosing the preferred choice or the preferred winner that will take over from the leadership of Manchester United, and also the next owner that will be piloting the affairs of the club. I think right now the future of Manchester United is not clear yet. The future of the transfer target of Eric Tenga is not yet being ratified because the new ownership, the sell-off of Manchester United, and Manchester United have not known the right owner. Whether with the Glazers, will they still be keep on remaining in charge of this summer, or with Sergeant Ratledge or Altani? Who will win the bid, or who will be the preferred choice to take over the affairs of Manchester United? I think, nevertheless, both the bidders have been arguing about how their offers. I think offers are clean than the others, are cleaners than the other, are bit from different side. Neos has been pointing to how there will not involve as lengthy as process through the owners and directors test, due to the fact it has no complication about state ownership. And meanwhile, the just same bid insists their bid has been private, although there has not been any widespread belief that it is ultimately backed by. That comes in glory and growing aggravation within other Premier League clubs about the state of ownership, particularly in the light of the long day delay. I think, yeah, Manchester United, the quarter group, which is led by Ahmed Altani, they have been losing patience with the way the Glazers has frustrated the effort of not facilitating the full sale of Manchester United. I think there has been a developing story that the Qatar group, which is Sheikh Ahmed Altani, might look towards another direction, towards direction of acquiring and buying West Ham Football Club. I think if Altani goes on changing his mind and buying or becoming the winner of the preferred uh, candidates bidder in West Ham. I think West Ham United is up to sell, or is up for sale. If he wins and buy West Ham United, I think West Ham United might be a force to be reckoned in the Premier League. You can see what Newcastle have been. just a season that Newcastle is being purchased by one of the richest billionaire from Saudi Arabia. Just a season. I don't think that is up to like 6 months or 7 months. But look at the impact has been made. A lot of money has been pumped in Newcastle. Newcastle, despite that Newcastle haven't gotten the best player, they haven't been able to this is the first season they have not able to assemble one of the best players in the league, and they haven't gotten the best players to assemble together. Compare when we talk about the likes of Manchester City, who has the most expensive player and quality player in the Premier League. But look at just the impact being the having injecting finances into Newcastle United. For the first time, Newcastle has been forced to reckon. I think the result have showed of Newcastle qualifying for the Champions League, to Newcastle going to Europe and playing in the UEFA Champions League next season. I think is a very, very, very exciting result because of the owners of the club have a project that suits the manager, and the current squad of Newcastle United buys in the project, in the idea of the project. I think the money being invested, I think, is fruitful. It has shown fruitful, and more fruitfulness is still going to come out, because I think Newcastle United going into the transfer summer, they're going to get a lot of good couple of players and some deadwood players. Edith Howard might get them off from the books of Newcastle. So what do you think about the sale of Manchester United? Can the sale, can it happen this Friday? Can Altani win the race of getting Manchester United? Ahmed Shakim Jasmine Ahmed Altani or Sergeant Ratledge? Can they be the winner? Who will be the preferred bidder that is going to be choosing above each other? Who will prefer the bidder? Who do you think, and who do you want to be in charge of Manchester United next season? Thank you for watching this video. Rush down to the comment section. Let's discuss about it. Rush down to the comment section, make your contribution. This is Digital Sports Update. Smash the like button. See you on the next video.